The following story has been brought to you by StoriesToInspire.org.
So all of us here in South Florida, we know the 95. For some people, it's their personal raceway. Other people, it's for a way for you to curse out and say, if this is Gehenim, I don't want it. And for other people, it's for us to understand why there's something called the Florida Turnpike. But the 95, also colloquially known for at least police officers, is known as the drug gateway. People come from certain countries, and they come to Miami, the gateway, and they start pedaling on the street, and then they take all this stuff, and they go upwards and downwards. Shioris Mitzus, they go up and down through the 95. So there was a younger man that he came, he got someone suggested him, he should go to Miami. Baruch Hashem, the Eibusher blessed Miami with a lot of wealth. Go to Miami and start collecting, and then make your way up to New York. Fine. I heard the story from Rabbi Sakron. So he comes to Miami, he does pretty well. So he tells the driver, I was thinking about it, but I don't really have a bank account, whatever. How about if I give you some of the checks, you cash them, and then you give me some of the money as percent. I want cash. Fine, they did that. He had thousands of dollars in cash. He tells the driver, by the way, I really would like to be home for Shabbos. So if you don't mind speeding a little, like through the Carolinas and up through Virginia, you don't mind going a little fast. Now, anyone that's driven in the 95 knows you don't speed in the Carolinas and Virginia. But this guy didn't know that. So he's zipping through and telling, woo! He gets pulled over. And for some reason, the cop who was looking at the Meshulch was very, very nervous. And he did probably the worst thing you could ever do. He figured, like in Israel, come on, Habibi, don't do that. So he sees the guy's like, no, you were going over the limit. Blah, 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 blah. He says, listen, where I come from, this is how we talk. And he pulled out a wad of cash. And goes, how much do you want if you let us go? Police officer says, please put your hands behind your back and come with me. He cuffs both of them, throws them in the precinct. And he asks this person, he's a translator, he says, what's going on? He's collecting. Come on, he's a collecting. Where do you get this money from? He's a drug smuggler. He's not a drug smuggler. What are you talking about? They fingerprint him. They do everything on it. Nothing. The cop's like, how are you holding so much cash? It makes no sense. He says, no, I'm telling you, I'm collecting money for my daughter, a chasana, a wedding. He's like, what? What are you talking about? Finally he says, you know what? We're done with this. Where did you stay when you were in Miami Beach? Give me a number. You had to stay somewhere. He says, I'll give you the number. I'll tell you the Balabais a number. He gives it to him. Hi, this is Officer McConnelly. Yes, I'm here in the precinct in the middle of nowhere land in North Carolina. I'd like to know, do you know Mr. So-and-so? Mr. So-and-so? No, I never heard of him. No, he's a rabbi from Jerusalem. Oh, yeah, Chaim Yankel. Yeah, sure, I know him. Oh, Chaim Yankel. So you do know him? No, actually, I don't know him. You don't know? Wait, so how long did he stay in your house? For 3 days. He stayed in your home for 3 days and you don't know him. Yeah, you weren't worried about your family? No. But you just said you don't know him. Right. So why would you open your house? Because that's what Jews do. So wait 1 second. Did you see him have wads and wads of money? He said, of course I saw him do that. He says, for what? He's collecting money for his daughter. You really believe that? Why shouldn't I believe that? He's my brother. Of course I would believe that. And the story goes is that after the officer heard that, he slammed the door, he slammed the phone on the receiver, says, man, I'm in the wrong religion. These Jews, they're brothers. And that's what we are.
Enjoyed this story? Come again. Bring a friend. StoriesToInspire.org